What is up, guys? It is Loose Poopa One here. I'm going to be talking about something that's been in my mind for a while now, and I'm noticing that there's a lot of anger in the world right now. And, I have to bring this up because I am an angry person, or at least was, still am, but just working towards trying to manage the anger. Now, what kind of anger are we talking about here? Are we talking about absolute hatred and anger at the world, or are we talking about anger towards different people, people who have wronged us in the past? What kind of anger are we talking about here? Well, let's talk mainly about how there's so much news out there that elicits sort of a reaction from us. We can't help but be drawn to negative news, and as a result, we tend to get very angry because we have no control over the situation. What the politicians do, they lie, they steal, they cheat, and unfortunately, the masses don't really realize this, and so we get sort of mad at how everything is being played out, and we have no control over this sort of situation because let's admit it, things are really bad. Things are indeed terrible. But the issue is, getting angry is only going to make us be more controllable. Notice how news outlets make you angry because they want to be able to control you. They have their own agenda to push. And because you are angry, anger usually comes from an irrational point of view. You don't really have time to process your emotions, and you can't think logically. That's not to say that anger is all terrible. Anger is indeed natural, but you have to realize that you need to control it. I need to control it as well because there were times where I was indeed very angry and I felt like I wasn't really in control of my own body, my own mind. I was all focused on getting something, doing something, whether it be through fighting or just cussing someone out. And afterwards, when I've calmed down, when I'm sedated by my own computer, because really, my computer is sort of like a pacifier for me. It it helps me relax. So when I'm feeling relaxed now, I would later feel regret, remorse, because I did something that I was not in control of. Even to this day, I still sort of regret most of the things that I've done in the past, and I probably would not be able to get into them because, some things like that do need to be hidden. But yeah, I was an angry person. Now I see that everybody else is getting angry the same way I did, but they're getting angry in reaction to the news that's being cycled 24/7. And whether or not the news is true, or if it's half true, or if it's like a small truth, or if it's a total lie, it doesn't negate the fact that you did get angry, and therefore sometimes you just lose a bit of sanity. Your mind is going all over the place, and you feel this sense of looming threat that's eating up your psyche. Does that mean we should never be angry? No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that we shouldn't close our eyes or close our ears and turn away from the situation. If it is bad, then yes, you should have every right to feel angry about it. But if you have heard of the situation and you're not able to control it, then what's going to happen is that you're going to do something that might possibly you might think it's helping, but it actually isn't because you're not thinking logically. And I'm not free from this too because I still have a lot of I still have a lot of baggage that I'm holding in, and I'm still struggling to this day to control myself. Having patience is very difficult, but it's possible. If you know what you can do for yourself first, what you can do for the people around you, do it. Focus on what you can control. My friend once said that if you're not able to meditate because you're angry, usually doing something else might help. Anything other than being angry at the people around you. Just think of anything like drawing, just animating, or collecting coins, collecting money, any sort of hobby that you can think of, and just being able to focus on that first. The most important thing is to hold it in and never let it out. And that's what my friend said. I know it's very hard, especially since you can only do so much before it comes out of you. But we have to control our anger before it controls us. And yeah, it's a stereotypical saying, but it is true. So that's really all I have to say for now. I also want to shout out to Ebenezer, aka Little Prince, because we had this talk about anger before. I'm putting his channel link in the description below so you can check out his videos. They're from 5 years ago, but give him some support. I hope you guys have a good one, and God bless.